If you are someone who is looking to achieve financial freedom in your life, then this video is for you. Don't forget to watch this video till the end because everything that I'm going to share is from my own personal experience. And this is something which works every time because I've talked with so many of my friends, so many of my seniors and my colleagues who have done so great with their financial life, and many people who haven't done so good. So, just trying to contrast everything and bringing you all the inputs that actually work and are very simple to execute. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel because we bring a lot of content on personal growth, professional growth, and your mindset mastery towards everything in your life. Hi everyone, I'm Aditi Goyal and I create videos on personal growth. I'm myself an entrepreneur who works in learning and development where we train people, specifically employees of large organizations, to excel in their performance and do better in their life. In today's video, we are going to look into my experience of achieving financial freedom early in my life and everything that I've learned from my experience and from others' experiences. That is what I'm going to share with you in this video. So make sure that you have a pen and paper because I know how important financial freedom is. And as of now, even a teenager is looking for ways to have finances in their hands. So if you're an adult, then definitely this video is a must for you. You must have seen a lot of financial influencers on the internet who are giving you so much of hacks and ideas around taxation, insurance, savings, investment, and so much more. And trust me, all of that information is gold. If you actually take note of what most of the financial influencers are telling you, and of course, go and do your own research, it also makes a lot of sense because you can learn a lot from them too. But in this video, I'm going to share everything from my experience. So, starting from my experience, first of all, let me share you the fact that I started earning when I was just around in my late teens. That was around 19 or 20. I remember I started with a part-time job despite having a full-time college life. My college life was not at all chill. And even after that, I managed to have a part-time job, which gave me a decent amount of pocket money, so that at least I don't have to ask for my daily expenses at home. So if you're a student who is watching this video, and if you're in college, see, I absolutely get that you need to enjoy your college life and you need to have fun. And I absolutely 300% support it. But at the same time, you also need to start working on your skills or start getting that exposure that will give you better opportunities in life as soon as you graduate. Now, when I graduated, like after working 2 or 3 years, I graduated after my college. So before even I sat for a placement opportunities, I had 6 job offers in my hand after a day of my final examination, and my placement time was just 1 month after that. So I got 6 job offers and 1 business offers right away as soon as my last exam finished. So this is the power of skill which you have that will bring you so many opportunities, and which is absolutely necessary for financial freedom, because financial freedom doesn't just come by saving and budgeting and investing. It also first of all comes by earning. If you don't have anything in your hand, if you're not earning anything, then I don't know how are you going to save, budget, and invest. The first thing which you're going to do, whichever phase of life you're in, first of all try to see what are the skills which you have, which you can cash, or which you can start working on to cash in for your future. For me, at that point of time, it was the confidence that I have, the way I could speak with any person, the way I could network, and the specific skill of selling. So when I started my career, I started with the role of business development, and I worked in business development for multiple years. And after that, I switched to other roles. So you first of all you need to identify what your exact skills are. If you don't know your skills, then you try to explore many things, and then you figure out what makes you happy and what are you actually skilled at, or what can you be skilled at. So that's the first thing you do. Second thing, as soon as you start earning, first of all think of how much are you going to save every month. Now, as a part of our natural instinct, what we do is, as soon as we get our first salary, or as soon as we start receiving our salary, we want to get the first iPhone, we want to go for that trip, we want to buy that expensive bag, or many things which are just for materialism. Now, there is no problem in buying materialistic stuff, but having this habit of saving early, right from your first salary or first source of income, is absolutely necessary to build the discipline. Financial freedom is more about discipline rather than how much you're earning and what you're spending. You really need to ask yourself how much can you save on a realistic basis. Now, if you start cutting down all your expenses and then you account for it, you'll barely find any savings. After your needs, whatever the amount of money is left, try to save maximum of it, and of course keep it something for your wants and desires too. But now need to first of all save it, and whatever is left, that is what you go for expenditures and everything. That is how you will build a discipline. And this is something which I got to learn in the early phase of my life. That is what my parents taught me, that you have to first save and then you need to spend and everything. Whatever the case is, try to make sure that at least for the bare minimum, you're trying to save 20% of your income. Rather, you can postpone your wants and desires if you can. Just for example, what I do, if I have to buy something and if I find it really expensive, if I find that maybe or maybe not I should buy or not, I delay that purchase by 3 months, right? Until unless it's absolutely urgent, I delay it by 3 months, and I see that even after 3 months, I want to buy or not. Maximum times, I don't want to buy it because I just a a nudge I got from some of my friends or social media. That's the reason I wanted to buy it. So after 3 months, I really don't want to buy it. Barely there's a couple of things which I bought maybe after even 3 months. For example, I bought recently one of the bags which I wanted to buy since so long. And then finally, my current bag literally worn out and I had to buy it. I didn't have any other option. But yeah, I did go for that expensive side. But that is what I'm trying to say. Just try to delay it so that maximum of your purchases might not happen or might get postponed, and due to which you'll be able to even save more. So that's another thing, that the habit, the discipline of saving should be right from your first salary. Even if you want to spend your overall first salary for your family, still try to save. Even if it's 500 rupees, try to save it. That's number two. Third thing which really helped me in achieving financial freedom, and I think this is something which all the financial influencers are preaching also, is having a side hustle or having a different source of income. Now you can have this from a passive source of income, that is from your investments as such. But if not, if you're someone who is a job holder who has recently started earning and you really don't have much investments, in this case you can start your side hustle maybe by starting an online store, or maybe starting to freelance, anything as such which goes along with your skills and interests. So I've seen a lot of my friends, they've started their online store even if they're doing a job. Some of the girls who are really interested into fashion and cosmetics, they've started around those. Most of the guys I've seen are working around watches and some boy stuff. I'm really not sure about that. But yeah, I mean, starting an online store, it really becomes easy for them to handle it because they usually run it from Instagram, have a website, can run ads time and again, and have a delivery partner. So because of that, they can usually go and make it all smooth. The operations can be smooth. Or if you are someone into tech field, you can start freelancing in your off time on your weekends, which will also give you another side set of income. For example, I have a lot of animators in my team who are also freelancers. So after the office hours of which we have, they usually freelance during the night time or during the weekends, which gives them extra income on whatever they're earning on a regular basis. So the extra income becomes the source for their savings and investments, which ultimately gives them more passive income in the future. So this is what you also need to think for. If you're just relying on a job which is just average paying and not paying much, in that case, you really need to start working on the side hustle because ultimately you need money for your own aspirations. I'm sure most of you have very wild aspirations, just like mine, of traveling each and every country in the world. And for that, you really need some money. Okay. So that's next one. And fourth, in regards to investments. So, I mean, when I started investing, I really did not know, I mean, how would it look like? I just had heard from my parents and some of YouTube videos that the power of compounding and all sort of. So, if you really want to know about the power of compounding, you can watch several videos on internet which will give you a detailed breakdown on how actually compounding works using some Excel sheet and some numbers. But power of compounding is really great. Like once you start saving, and after 5 to 7 years, you can start seeing the results. I mean, whatever you invested probably on while you were 21, and if you had an interest of around 10% average, then you will be able to get your money double within 7 years. And 7 years just passes too quickly. Trust me, it just passes too quickly, and you will need that money. So if you are saving, then just make sure that whatever savings you're putting, apart from your emergency fund, you're putting it all in your investment. So emergency fund, you need to have 6 months of emergency funds. That is 6 months of your expenses should be in your maybe fixed deposit or handy with you. Apart from that, everything that you have, try to invest and try to diversify your investments into different sets of portfolio. Maybe it can be mutual funds, it can be share market, it can be Bitcoin, or anything that works in your country. Now, for in our part of the world, we usually don't have much options, but we still try to maximize on whatever is available. So whichever country you're watching this video from, try to get maximum info on the local markets, on how the local markets work, and if international investments are also allowed, then that's the best, because in our country that's really not possible. That is also how you achieve financial freedom. So I think these are some basic things which I did for the financial freedom. Lastly, one of the things which I would also love to share, which I did, was having a very right mindset about money. I never thought that money should not, like, we shouldn't have much money, or money is for the evil, or the people who have a lot of money are evil. So I did not have such kind of money mindset. A lot of people who grew up have really bad, I mean, say really wrong mindset towards money, because that's how they were raised. That's how that's the kind of life they've experienced, and that's the kind of learnings that they have got from their elders, because of which they also have a very wrong notion about money, which also limits a lot of money into their lives. I've seen many people who earn a lot of money, but again, just like the previous example, they cannot save any. Everything goes out of their hand. It's also because of some kind of childhood experiences which they had during their childhood. So all of those things really matter. But as you're adult, now it's your time that you start taking account of your own money. You start managing your own money, and at the same time have a very positive mindset towards money. If you feel that you have a really negative mindset, you can also listen to a lot of visualizations and a lot of audios which are there on YouTube regarding how to change money mindset. I can attach a few in my description box, which if you listen every day, then subconsciously your money mindset will change. And of course, you also have to put in some effort. And when you do all of these five things, which are really basic, I mean, I have not talked about tax hacks and travel hacks and credit card hacks. I haven't even talked about those because even I'm not so educated in that part. Whatever I'm sharing is out of my own personal experience, the real basics of achieving financial freedom, and all of this really works. The only thing which you have to do is in your 20s, just put in extra effort towards your profession, towards your career, and towards your skills, because that is what is going to rip you money when you're in your 30s. And even if you're in 20s, and I mean, some of you might have earned a lot of money, that's really fine. Just make sure that you try to put it to use in the best of investments, best of interest, and not spend it for some impulsive shopping or something which your friends are doing. You really want to do that. So try to be very disciplined in terms of your money, and financial freedom is not really far from you, because in today's world where globalization is there, where you can trade from one country to another, everything is easily accessible. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it really made sense to you and you can take away some of the really important stuffs which helped me, and I'm sure it will help you as well. Don't forget to subscribe to this video, because your one subscribe really means a lot. And also do share it with your friends who are really feeling lost and who are really having this imposter regarding where they are in life, why they're feeling behind. So this video, please try to share it with as many people as you can. Thank you so much. See you next Friday.